All right. So you can stay where you are if you want, or we're going to stand in the center of the mat and push the swing down nice and low. Will you hit the lights up a little higher? Thank you so much. So we're going to wind up in a forward fold, feet in the center of the mat, coming through angel wings if you can, if you've been practicing with me. So we learned how to strengthen the back, thank you, that's perfect, from our forward folds. So it is really strong. Feet are going to be hip distance up onto the balls. If you don't have your suction cup feet today, you can spray the mat and get a little bit more grip.
Does anyone need their mat sprayed?
Just go ahead and spray them.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, so we use, spray the toes. Spray the feet. Yeah, so we use like the first semicircular part for grip. We don't usually spray the back, but you can spray the whole thing. Just FYI. For your information. All right, so this is a great way to strengthen the back. And then when we come down, we can stretch the back. So we stretch and strengthen the body evenly, as much as physically possible. Clasp the elbows and hang. Stay up onto the balls of the feet and keep pushing your hips to the front of the mat. Even though it's intense and it's kind of digging into the hip flexors, it's like a free golfing session. If you need to get the swing a little bit lower, just shimmy from side to side, lifting one leg at a time. You want the swing below the hip bones. That's kind of the key to happy hips. Yeah. Okay, so stretch your arms out as far as you can. Let's come through our happy dog. So keep the feet in the center of the mat. Keep leaning forward. And just let the body come into like a arch or a rainbow, walking your hands from side to side. Let's stretch out the SI joints. Let's see if that helps release the low back. So I'm walking my hands all the way to 10 and 2. And just see how that feels from 12. So when I walk to 10, it's your 2. And then when I walk to 2, it's your 10. Yeah. Really arch through the side body. How does that feel, Deborah, on your back? Oh, yeah. So then we're really getting into the oblique there. Beautiful. Let's drop down to our forearms, let ourselves float, folded leaf. Feet are going to be a few inches off the ground, no higher than the hips. And if it feels okay, drop your head. Keep a nice L shape in the body, so tailbone points towards the sky, crown of the head points down, and then just pulse. I like to lift my toes and then lower my toes. And even though it's really intense, it's going to massage out the tension in the hip flexors. So soften through the hips. Squeeze the knees together, feet together for this sequence. Beautiful. And then we're going to inhale, pull ourselves up, hands to the front of the mat, stack for plank, floating plank. So the same thing, we're going to come into our floating plank, look slightly forward, and we're going to lift the feet and drop the feet. Lift and drop, focusing on strengthening both that place where the hamstring inserts into the sit bones and strengthening the lower back. Okay, from here, let's bicycle. You can pull forward just slightly, so front of the mat, Selena, if you can. Keep tension on the arms, bicycle, bicycle. Swim it out. And the legs are going to go wide and hook. Both feet hook on the outside of the swing, outside in. Yes. Now from our up dog, call this up dog, we're going to press back to an upside down dog. Arms stay straight the whole time if you can. And then bow your forehead towards the mat. Inhale, pull forward for up dog. Stretch, stretch, stretch the belly. Gaze up. Exhale, press back. Keep the neck happy. So we're not bending from the neck to look up. We're using our eyeballs. Just try it. Look up towards your pineal gland. You're at the middle of the forehead. Exhale, press back. Relax down. Okay. So one more round like that. Inhale, pull forward. Stretch the belly. Stretch the front body. Exhale, press back. This time when you press back, you can bend your elbows, clasp your hands together, come into whatever version of headstand feels good for you. You can keep the legs relaxed, or you can stack and engage your feet and pull your hips over your shoulders. You can be really restorative here and just let everything go, or you can be really active and dynamic and keep everything engaged. See what feels good for today. Do the version that feels right for your body. Wherever you are, let yourself drop in. Let's have 3 minutes in our headstand. Maybe try a little bit of both. Stay active and then relax. A minute and a half in each version. You can also release the swing and not hook the ankles at all. You can just let the heels touch, ankle bones touch, knees touch. Pull the knees down towards the mat to engage your hook at the hips. Shoulders relaxed. One more minute wherever you are. Just breathe, everybody. Feel the crown of the head plugging into the earth, pulling up the nutrients from Mother Earth, letting it recharge and rejuvenate the brain. Let it drain the tension out of the hips, out of the lower body. Just wash it down the back. On your next exhalation, let the feet be heavy, toes point down towards the ground, floating once again. Let's try and balance here. We're going to bring our arms out to the sides and then clasp the fingers at the sacrum. Pull them down towards the earth, away from the body. So pull your fingertips away from your toes. Stretch, stretch, stretch in both directions strongly. And then you're spring-loaded, release, nice and slow. Walk your hands to the front of the mat. Touch down, happy dog, wag your tail, stretch out, arms as far forward as physically possible. Stretch, 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 and wag your booty. Do little loop-de-loops, figure eights, whatever feels good. And then we're gonna walk, walk, walk forward, angel wings. Press your hips forward, walk forward, press, 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 lift. Arms out to the sides, you're gonna stay here. Angel wings, all the way up. Come on, angels. So you have to be up on the toes instead of the heels and keep pressing forward. Okay. You're gonna reach back and grab for the leg loops if you can. Is your back needing a break? Right. So one of the things that you can do with the swing, which is really cool, and we can move into some yoga-sage if you need, but you can actually spread the swing out so it covers the whole torso, like letting it support below the boobs if possible, but let it spread out so it's over the full length of the belly. And that way when you reach back, you have a little bit more support. This might be too much on the back right now, but just try it. Yeah. Yeah, take a pause. We're gonna just do 2 minutes to finish this session and then we're gonna massage each other. So keep the upper body really lifted. Yeah. So this allows the chest to lift even more, pressing the feet in strongly. And then we're just gonna practice our swimming, right? With our arms, straight arms if you can. Keep the crown of the head moving up on a diagonal. And then the arms go out to the sides. Press, press, press your arms forward and down so you stay engaged the whole time. And then we're gonna get to the top. Yeah, that was good. Walk forward when you need to, Jade. And then when we get to the top, we're gonna do these tiny little presses. Awesome. Beautiful. Now, if we go into our deep dive, this swing is gonna bunch up and gather at the hips. So let that happen as we go into a forward fold. But then immediately lift up again and come on up, all the way to the top. So we can have it expanded and then we can have it bunched up. Inhale, lift. We always spread the fabric out whenever we need. And exhale, dive in. So inhale, lift, all the way up. Press, press, press. And then we're gonna bend the elbows and hang. Come walk to the back of the mat. Let's just hang out. Push the swing down so it's below the hip bones. And then let the feet float. Once the feet are floating, then you can hook the feet outside in for archer. From this position, keep your arms flexed. Okay, pull the knees towards one another, internally rotating the thighs. Just let it feel good to stretch the chest. We're going to arch from the upper thoracic spine. That's right, keep the head in line with the body, Jade. Good adjustment. How's that feel on your shoulder?
That's a little bit much, but I think I'm improvising.
Okay. We're going to come out through Superman. So extend the legs level with the earth. Extend the arms wide out to a T. There you go. Lift the chest. Press, press, press. And come on down. Land it. Hold on to your leg loops. Walk it forward. Nice, guys. Well, let's buddy up and practice some yoga saj. If there's ever any discomfort in one of the poses, it's always nice to do some hands-on. So let's practice that with one another.
I actually think I'm done.
Well, we're going to cocoon, so.
Yeah, I really, like, it's like, I just went way too far.
No worries. Yeah. Well, you know what cocoon is, right? You get in the swing and you lay down.
Yeah, and just, like, I don't know, I just feel like I don't even really want to pull myself up anywhere at this point, so I feel.
Yeah, whatever you want to do is fine. We were cocooning for you.
Yeah.
But it looks like this. It looks just like laying in the swing.
I guess what I'm saying is, if you're, I feel like if I should maybe just continue like going on as if I wasn't here.
Well, we're actually practicing yoga saj in our training, so this is good for us. We're not doing it like as an intermission, but more like this is actually helping us practice. If somebody shows up with like lower back pain or neck pain, how to adjust and take care of them. So you're our guinea pig. So we'll do whatever you like.
Yeah.
But this is what cocoon looks like, and then your legs will be in, and then you just lay there and we massage your back. But it's totally fine if you feel like leaving too. I totally get that you're not into it. But it might help release your lower back before you go to just have some relaxation.
Yeah, I think what I did was strain it, so maybe there's like some, you know what I mean? So it doesn't want anything right now.
Totally. No.
But thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, thanks for trying it. I'll catch you next time I'm in town.
So back to your lines of the, you're gonna do the, you want me to work on Jade?
Yeah, we can still cocoon. We have like another 15 minutes active. You guys wanted to try anything else? It was more like just do an extended cocoon if you wanted to get in and hang. What do you think?
Yeah, we can play some more, a little bit.
Yeah, let's play a little bit.
Yeah, and typically if if there's 8 people in the class, we can always just stop and do all that. But if it's just one person or a private, then usually I would just add some massage if they had a neck pain or shoulder pain or back pain where they couldn't do anything. In fact, why don't we just do it because it would be fun.